President. Good morning, Rotarians and other friends on the call. Please join me in your muted mode and we'll recite the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, 1, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. 2, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. 3rd, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. 4th, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you, President. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Wilberforce Amanya, for guiding us through the object of Rotary. Friends, again, I did welcome you to our new month, whose theme is basic education and literacy. And our Rotary International President, Shekameta, encourages us to engage through our respective clubs to see to it that we bring about literacy in the world that we live in. We at the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak partner with the Canadian NGO and so many Rotary clubs together with rural communities across the country to see to it that we create sustainable early childhood development across the country. I know that this is the month when we are going to talk a lot more about this. Kindly watch the space. We will be sharing a lot of information, a lot of our works during this very month of September. But I would like to say that again, for us to bring about literacy, we need to be more, for us to do more in the area of basic education and literacy. So this morning, we want to introduce to you, I hope you put on your introduction attires, in Buganda, being the councils, being the gomeses, whatever you have, because this is an introduction ceremony. We want to introduce to you some of the members that will be joining our greater family of Rotary in a week's time. And this will happen next Thursday, when again we get to host our DG, District Governor John Ndamira Magezi, will be visiting this very club. I want to extend an invitation to each and every single one of you, and to you, the breakers. Invite your family, invite your neighbors, invite your exes and your futures in all that, so that we welcome our district governor in an overwhelming manner. But this morning, we want to have an interaction with these intending members. And we are super, super blessed to have our own, none other than Rotarian Dr. Achan Patricia, who, by the way, last month was appointed by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, as the Deputy Inspector General of Government designate. So it is now my singular honor and pleasure. I should add pressure when you're inviting a Deputy IGG designate. Your heartbeat is not usual. So it is my pleasure and pressure this morning to welcome you, Dr. Achan Patricia, to moderate the interaction that we're going to have with our intending Rotarians. Dr. Patricia, you're welcome. Allow me to turn this session to you.
Thank you very much, Changemaker President Frederick, for the introduction. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome members of Rotary, to welcome representatives from different clubs who are joining in Daybreak this morning. I am glad to be part of this family of Rotary. Like the president has just said, our Rotary International President encourages us to do more and to continue growing more. And we can only stick to our theme of basic education and literacy when we have people. So we need people to be able to do the basic education and literacy. So one of the ways we can do more is by welcoming and also growing more and grooming them into the family of Rotary. I'm glad to be among the 7 members who were welcomed into Daybreak in the month of July. And since then, I have learned a lot. I have been attending many fellowships on different thematic areas. So Rotary has been a blessing to me. And I'm glad this morning to be the one moderating this session, where we yet again introduce to the family 4 new members that will be joining Daybreak next week. Members, it is my single honor and privilege to present to you the members. We have got CPA Kakuba Esther, who is sponsored by PAG Frederick Chibedi. And we have got Mr. William Bill Musime, who is being sponsored by AG Dr. James Onyoin, and Miss Peruth Twebaze, who is being sponsored by PE Edward Mugerwa. And finally, we have Miss Mbezi Tagia, who is sponsored by PP Dr. Safina Kisu. Members, I'm going to give each of the intending Rotarians 3 minutes to speak to the inductees, but probably before they can speak to the inductees, it is in order for the sponsors to use just 30 seconds to say something to welcome the inductee. I hereby take the honor and privilege to welcome PAG Frederick Chibedi to say something in 30 seconds about CPA Kakuba Esther, whom he is sponsoring. Mr. Frederick, you're welcome to say something.
I would want to say thank you very much, moderator. For those that do not know, I am equally called Frederick. So therefore, allow me hold foot for my namesake, who is a little bit delayed, but I'm sure that he will be joining us in a short while. Friends, I wouldn't want to talk very much about the inductee, but I would love to say, as you rightly see, our inductee is by the names of CPA Kakuba Esther. And all of you know what the Fredericks do. We do prepare members that we invite to Rotary before we induct them. I know that they are going to talk about their own CV, who they are, what they do, so I will not delve into the details of that. But rather, I will still not hesitate to say that CPA Kakuba Esther works with the National Water and Sewerage Corporation as the principal accountant. And please note, I will say on the water side, not the other side. That is where she serves. So friends, allow me invite you on behalf of PAG Frederick Chibedi, CPA Kakuba Esther, to please talk to the members. And I maybe will turn back to you, Dr. Patricia, to guide the inductee how we would like them to address the colleagues on the call. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Changemaker President. I actually thought Chibedi was already in the house, but thank you very much for stepping in to cover for your namesake, Changemaker President. I will now like to share some guidelines with our inductees. Dear inductees, these are the guidelines. You will talk about yourself, education, and what you do very briefly, and would expect that you use 3 minutes to do this, and then we will go on. So I would like to take this single honor again and privilege to welcome our inductee, CPA Kakuba Esther. You're welcome to say something in 3 minutes, and then we will go on the next. You're welcome, Esther.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Sorry, the Deputy AGG. And thank you so much, the Rotarians, for giving me this chance to join you people. My name is CPA Kakuba Esther. I am a Ugandan, of course, and I hold a master's in business administration and, of course, a degree in business administration. I also am a member of Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators, United Kingdom. I'm also currently doing a research at PhD level at Makerere University on asset management in public utilities. I am a principal accounts officer with National Water, like CPA Frederick said, on the water side, not on the sewage side. But anyway, all of them, I'm part of it. And I love working above self, helping the needy, and improvising interventions where there is a need, especially in the communities around me. Like I said, this love has not just germinated in my life just because I wanted to join Rotary. I have been a Rotarian by default since time immemorial, only that I have not been a former member of the club. But right now,
Pathfinder. Unless I see Gilbrand.
hello.
Members, kindly mute your mic.
Esther, you're welcome to unmute and go right ahead. CPA Esther, please unmute yourself and you go right ahead.
Hey, okay. So had you listened to the earlier information, or I repeat?
We stopped at a point when you're saying that you have been and you are a Rotarian at heart. That is where.
Yes, like I said, I've been a Rotarian by default since time immemorial, and people have been thinking and mistaking me to be Rotarian. So it hasn't just germinated in me that I have to be that I have to join. I was by default, but I only had to make it formal to join the big group. And maybe some of the things I've done, I have a group of destitutes in my village in Usoga, the lame, the blind, and those below the poverty line, who are always part of my salary. Even the little I have, I share with them. And I go there occasionally to check on them, to see them. Yeah, and I'm so happy that at least I impact on some people in the society. I don't do this only in my village, but I also help where need be and where I have the resources across the country. I'm happy to say that I single-handedly touched many families during the, all of you know what happened in the lockdowns, but I could identify like 10 families. I share with them the little I have, because if God gave me the chance to be part of the government, and I was getting money, I was getting salary, I was like, this is a privilege. I couldn't take it for granted. So I had to share with some of the people who are unprivileged. I impacted on those people who needed my help at that time. If I account all my achievements, right now, they've only given me 3 minutes. The time is not on my side. But it's against background. Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much, Esther. Briefly tell the members in 1 minute, what do you bring to Kampala Daybreak? What motivated you to be part of this, and why Rotary?
Yes, what motivated me was that, of course, I was a Rotarian by default, and so I needed to join the big group such that we can move this together. So therefore, I feel ready to join the big group such that we can serve together, because there is power of 2. I pledge to be a very, very, very good and innovative Rotarian as I serve above self. Thank you. I'm done. Hello.
Yes, Kakuba Esther, thank you very much for sharing with us. For some reason, maybe Dr. Patricia has a network hitch, but as we wait for Dr. Patricia to be with us again, allow me welcome you, my senior AG, Dr. James Onyain, to introduce and welcome Mr. William Bill Musime to address the colleagues and all the members of Rotary Fraternity on this call. My AG, over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, CM Frederick Chitakule. I'm really privileged to introduce William Musime. He's a long-term friend of mine, and I'm happy that he accepted, he honored the invitation to join Rotary. William will give details about himself, but what I know is one of the seasoned insurers in town, and we are privileged to have him amongst our ranks. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, AG. Mr. Musime William, you're welcome to address the colleagues on the call this morning. William, please take it away.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, and also Rotarian James Onyoin for the consistent talks. We've had lengthy talks with Professor Onyoin on matters to do with Rotary. It's now 2 years, I think, and finally I've made up my mind to be part of the Rotary family. As correctly put it, my name is Musime William Bill. The .com boys like shortening my name. Some boys call me Musribi. Those are the first letters of the 3 names. So anyone can call me William, anyone can call me Bill or Musime, whichever you're comfortable with. I do sales in insurance. I've worked in 4 insurance companies so far. I began with the insurance company of East Africa as a student intern in 2014. I also did my second internship with Jubilee Insurance, that is in 2016. And thereafter, I began working with National Insurance Corporation in 2017 rather. And in 2019, I moved to Cooperative Insurance Company, where I am currently for close to 1 year, 10 months. In order to catch business, I always execute giving back mechanism approaches to ensure that there is business continuity and also creation of business partnership. Among the things I do is to train sales teams in respective capacities so that their proprietors are able to realize growth in their revenue margins, having equipped their sales teams with what it takes to realize their budgets. In addition, you notice that we've always had meetings at organizational levels, team levels, and meetings sound to be very good.
Sorry, baby, I'm in a meeting.
When people make their promises and strategies, or they want to achieve these, and the other within a week, within a month, within a quarter, biannually or yearly. But you notice that the spell of time goes by without realizing the dreams or the intentions. So sometimes we can sit with those involved, look at the strategies against the processes, actual processes, and then get to a synchronized position on what ought to be done to cut on costs of operation and optimize on productivity. The other bit from my studies at Makerere University, one of the best course units I took advantage of is research. And practical research in the space of business for those who are looking at expanding their operations. I also give back to partners who would wish to expand their operations by way of doing project proposal writing for funding. Some people have got potential funders for their projects, but the potential funders have a requirement that the project be put in articulate form to be able to attract the funding exercise. So I do project proposal writing for funding, and having done international business management practices from Makerere University Business School, I also endeavor to explore opportunities that expose me to the international space. And one of the things I do is networking with consultancy firms in ISO certification for companies which need to be certified by accredited firms. So that is all. I am 35 years of age, turning 35. I grew up in Kenya and studied from Kenya throughout my basic education up to senior 4, which we used to call Form 4, the other side. Then senior 5, 6, and university studies were done in Makerere University. I'm a dual citizen, a Kenyan by birth and Ugandan by registration. I am passionate about the job I do. I like selling insurance. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. William Musime, for that. You have done very well. You have been able to keep your time. I would now like to invite Peruth Twebaze, but before we have Peruth, I would like to invite his sponsor to say something. P.E. Edward Mugerwa to say something in 30 seconds to introduce Peruth, then he will come and say something to us. You're welcome, P.E. Edward.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, moderator, Dr. Patricia. Peruth holds a bachelor's degree in information technology from Makerere University. She is currently working as a registrar at the URSB. Peruth is someone who loves to see people happy and happily going about their lives. She is involved in charity work and makes use of every opportunity to put a smile on the less fortunate. Peruth would like to further these charitable works as she joins Rotary at the Kampala daybreak. Over to you, moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, P.E. Ms. Peruth Twebaze, I would like to take this honor to invite you to speak to us in 3 minutes. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you do. Tell us why you got motivated to join Rotary and what you bring to Kampala Daybreak. You're welcome, Peruth.
Hey, good morning, everyone. As introduced, I go by the names of Peruth. I hold a degree in information technology from Makerere University. I have validated certificates to IT and all that. Right now, I serve at URSB, Uganda Registration Services Bureau, as a registrar. URSB has a big mandate, as you all know. I will not go into all that. We do a lot of stuff. on a level, but to visit children homes. I do service on a daily basis, on the street, in jam, in office, everywhere. So, and I grew up in a family where the head of the family is a Rotarian. So he inspired me in one way or another. I'd see him do a lot of things. I'd see him travel. I'd see him doing a lot of charity, and I was inspired. So I hope to join the bigger family of Rotary. I've thought about it for a very long time, but since I had someone to inspire me more, that was Edward, I was like, now this is the right time to do it. And I'm happy, and I'll be part of it for as long as it's available for me. So I want to thank Jen, Rotarian Jen, for having organized all these, talks to us, engaged us in everything. What I bring to Daybreak is, to Kampala Daybreak is my commitment, my time to the club, and everything else I'll be involved. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Peruth. I think members have heard you quite clearly, and we are happy to hear from you. I would like to also now take this honor and privilege to introduce to you Beza Tagia. Before Beza comes in to speak to us, I would like to invite his sponsor, PP Dr. Safina Kisu. Please talk to us about Beza Tagia in 30 seconds. Dr. Safina, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patricia, and I want to appreciate the President. Fellow Rotarian, allow me to introduce Ms. Takia Mbeza Babidie to Kampala, the children that I have. Remember that we had the twins, Yedida and Yerusa, and now I'm again introducing another one who has been behaving and having a lot of passion for Rotary. She is a communication specialist and being occupied into marketing currently. Let me hope that she will be able to communicate. Already decided that she's welcome to introduce her moderator.
Thank you, Dr. Safina. Ms. Mbeza, I would like to give you the brief guidelines, talk about yourself, education, and what you do, and why you have decided to join Rotary. What will be your biggest contribution to Kampala Daybreak? Ms. Mbeza, you're welcome to speak to us.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Ms. Mbeza.
You can hear me very well. I'm struggling because I may be like sounding. Hello? Hello? Okay. My name is Mbeza Takia. I'm a finalist of mass communication. I've been doing my bachelor's degree at African University in Kampala. Right now, I'm as an agent, marketing agent at Easy Life. So I'm a practicing communicator. I'm joining Rotary because of good work I've been doing consistently over time. Because I've been joining and I've been engaging in some of the activities. For example, the Irish program for the ECD, for teaching young children and all that. I've been participating partially, but not like an active member. Then I've also been joining some fellowships, but as a guest. Well, my inspiration for joining Rotary is because it's for the benefit of the whole of Uganda and for everyone in the community as general. I've been part of Red Cross. So that has been for a minor degree. I want to join Rotary so that I can be at a better perspective. I have to be for a better good. That is the greatest number of people. Thank you for having me today, and I hope to learn more as I join the club.
Dr. Patricia.
I'm sure Dr. Patricia, the network is not under inspection, but I don't know whether you're there. You would kindly carry forward.
Hello. Yes, thank you very much, Changemaker President. We have heard from the inductees. We have heard from their sponsors. They've introduced them ably. And members are now welcome to voice their interactions through the chat, or they can raise their hands and we take the questions, and the inductees will be able to respond at an appropriate time. Thank you. Members, you're welcome to ask your questions. You can put up your hand or you use the chat room. Thank you.
Dr. Patricia, can I go first?
President, it's okay. You can go ahead and ask the question.
Mine is not a question. It's an apology. I was supposed to introduce soon to be Dr. Esther Kakuva, who is coming in to be a Rotarian as well. I really, really missed the opportunity because I was looking for my network and I couldn't get it. But she's one person with such a passion about meeting commitments of the community, and I think we're going to have a very good time with her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, PAG Frederick Shibedi. We were now inviting members to ask questions, to ask the inductees questions, or make comments and voice their interactions through the chat. Members, you're welcome to ask questions to the inductees.
Dr. Patricia, I see a hand of Mercy Kinowisho.
Okay, Mercy, you're welcome. Go ahead and ask the question.
Yes, thank you very much to our moderator, Doctor, and greetings to you all. Thank you, President. I have a question to Mbeza and Peruth. Mbeza, I see you are a young person, and we are so happy when we attract young people to Rotary. What are you going to do to attract more people in your age group to join Rotary? My question to Peruth. Peruth, I'm so happy that you're finally joining Rotary. We should have a lunch on one of these days. When I see the team that I lead joining Rotary, I become so excited. Maybe my question to you is, how are you going to use your job to promote Rotary objectives and the values? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Can we have more questions, or we request the members, the inductees, to respond?
Madam Moderator, I have a question to Peruth.
Please go ahead.
Now that you're having a person who finally is coming from resident of Magere, are we assured of more residents of Magere joining Rotary?
Thank you very much, PAG Frederick. I think we can give Peruth a chance to respond to those questions right away while we wait for more. Peruth? Ms. Peruth, I think you can go ahead and respond to the question.
I'm very sorry. Actually, I didn't hear that question because my network had gone off.
Okay, perhaps let me repeat to you just in a recap. What are you going to do to attract more people to join Rotary? What are your new innovative ways you'll take to encourage more people to join Rotary? And the second question asked by PhD Frederick Chibedi is that now that you're from Magere, are you going to get more people from Magere to join Rotary and be part of Rotary? Thank you. You can go ahead and respond to those.
I guess the first question was from Mercy.
Yes.
Yes, Mercy, who was as my boss. I respect her. Now, what I'll do to bring more people to Rotary? First of all, they'll look at what I do and how I'm enjoying the club, and they'll be inspired. Secondly, I'll talk to them about the benefits of being a Rotarian, how it's fun. I'm already enjoying this, by the way. So everyone, you have to be part of it. Everyone in my circles will be part of it. Then the other question from Maggie, yeah. I'll of course impact some people to join Rotary, just like us, inspired and impacted by someone. Thank you.
Including the chief resident of Magere.
Okay, thank you very much, Peruth. There is something someone has put on the chat. The inductees didn't talk about their marital status. Question is, have they been involved? Have they involved their families in this, and have the families accepted? I think any of the inductees can go ahead and respond to that. Have you contacted your family members? Have they accepted for you to be part of Rotary?
Thank you so much, Doctor. This is Esther. Yes, myself, I'm happily married with 3 children. One is 15. The second born is 13, and the last born is making 12 on 9th this month. Yes, our families, my family doesn't mind because they've seen what I've been doing, but though they know that I'm joining Rotary. Both my water family, my CPA family, and my Rio family. So they are happy to see me join Rotary. And then I also...
Somebody has actually said there's no such a thing as happily married. You are either married or you're happy.
Anyway, thank you so much. And I'm also responding to a chat that was directed to me from Rotarian Noel. They were asking CPA in full. CPA in full is Certified Public Accountant. I'm a professional accountant, and I went through that professional training, and I was awarded as
a title.
the title of certified public accountant.
And it is enshrined in the law. You just can't use it. You only use it when you're authorized by law.
Thank you so much, my president. Yeah.
Dr. Patricia, I see two hands. Two of our colleagues would like to have an interaction. Maybe you could give them an opportunity. Okay, I see two hands, but maybe Dr. Patricia could have lost her network. Dr. Patricia, are you still with us?
President, I suggest you invite the Rotarians with hands up.
Okay, I will invite you, DGE Honorable Mike Sebalu, to have your interaction with the inductees. Thereafter, you'll be followed by PE Robert Mazima, and after that, it will be you, inductee, intending Rotarian Takia Mbeiza, to go first in response to your question. In that order, let's please take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much, President, Change Maker President. I want to begin by congratulating you and your team upon fulfilling the mantra of Rotary International President Sheikh Mehta, when in the first quarter you already demonstrating ability and capacity of each bring one. So that is a compliment, and I love it when I see Daybreak growing and gaining more grounds, getting more hands, getting more brains, and getting more commitment to serve, to change lives. Now, the point I wanted to raise earlier on was whether the families had given an objection. That was raised. What I again want to hear from members is that there are those good things they've heard about Rotary, which have interested them to join. But there could also be perceptions, not necessarily good perceptions, that they've had about Rotary, which they need to continue explaining or continue to clarifying to their colleagues that are held up by not joining Rotary. Could you share those with us so that we get to know your understanding of both sides of Rotary and the power that has made you overcome those perceptions? Thank you.
Thank you very much. PE Robert Mazima, please voice your comment or question or interaction with the inductees. PE Robert Mazima, I see you are muted. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I was saying that my question goes to Bill. Bill said that he's an insurer. I wanted to understand how he's going to use his insurance knowledge in service of Rotary and his vocation. Number two, how is he going to use insurance, his relationship in insurance, to recruit more insurance people? Because in Rotary, for the time I've been there are very few Rotarians who are in Rotary. To recruit more insurers to join Rotary.
Thank you so much, PE Mazima. Dr. Patricia, are you back?
Yes, yes.
Please take it away from there as you invite each of the inductees to respond. I hand it back to you, Dr. Patricia.
Thank you very much. I now welcome the inductees to respond to the questions as they were asked. Thank you. We will begin with Esther. Esther, you're welcome to respond. Then
okay, thank you so.
Yes, Esther.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Patricia. I think I've responded to most of the questions earlier on, but there's one more question that was asked about that we should tell you about the sides that people know about Rotary and why later on I decided to join. First and foremost, I almost joined Rotary when I was on campus. Actually, I've ever attended only one meeting of Rotary. However, I thought Rotary was for the rich. So I didn't have that enough money. I was like, no, let me be doing these things single-handedly myself, the little I have. So that is what made me delay to join Rotary. But later on, as I continued moving, even CPA Kibedi could tell me, but Esther, you are a Rotarian. Then I could tell him, but CPA Kibedi, I think it's for the rich. I said, no, with Rotary, there's power of two to serve society. What you can do, what you can't do single-handedly, you just identify that need, you inform the club, and we see how to do about it. So one time I decided one of my districts that just moves on, like he doesn't walk. So I needed we needed to get a tricycle. Actually, I shared it with Jane. So what I did, I mobilized, and the tricycle was only like everything 2 million, and I didn't have the money. So I came to the Water family and some of my friends. I started mobilizing. I got the money, and we bought the tricycle, and we took. So I was like, oh, I think when you're in Rotary, there's this power of two. So later on, as we kept on engaging Speak Bed, because I really wanted to understand what is really Rotary. So he kept on orienting me. And then also another thing, I lost a sister called Suzanne Bulam. She's also a Rotarian, but I was so happy with the way Rotary was organized. They were organized. We attended the Zoom burial and so on. And really, I just like the way Rotary was, with respect, with a lot of, I admired. Actually, I have 2 extra family members whom I'm going to bring. I'm going to help join Rotary, because they were also impressed with the organization, not only about money, but the organization. Then lastly, also what really made me make up my mind was networking. I'm even happy that Dr. Chan, Dr. Patricia, you've been working with my sister in where you've been, and I'm happy now I'm talking to you. We've just been seeing you in papers. And I've also had Dr. Kasene.
And on the TV.
So many people. So I'm just really very happy with networking. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Esther. I now welcome Ms. Mbeza Tagia to say something in response to some of the questions as they were asked. Mbeza, you're welcome.
Thank you, Rotarian Patricia. In response to Rotarian Matthew's question, the contribution I would give, previously as a guest, I used to broadcast the news. That is like creating awareness in the public and telling everyone about what's happening in Rotary. Then my marital status, right now I'm single, but inshallah in the future maybe I may get married. The other question was what should I change like in Rotary? Right now, everyone has this perspective. Even me personally, like before joining and before interacting with the members, I knew Rotary was for the old people. So this has to be changed. Awareness has to be created right from the start, from the young people. So when they grow up, they know it's not only for the old people, but also for everyone. Thank you, Rotarian Changemaker President, for enabling me join. And I think that's it.
Thank you very much, Mbeza. I now give the opportunity to Ms. Peruth, and then later we have Mr. Musime William. Peruth, you can say something in a few minutes, then we have William. Thank you.
The reason I'd like to join Rotary is actually not different from what my colleagues have said. First of all, I thought Rotary was really for the rich guys. And then I also thought it was for the old people planning for their retirement, where to chill from, enjoy their money, give out what they've made. Like, yeah, there should be a lot of awareness to the young people to join the Rotary. Basically that, really. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Peruth, for that. And Mr. William Musime, please respond.
Well, good morning once again. Robert Mazima asked a question directly to me, saying, being an insurance person, how would I use my knowledge in insurance to attract Rotarians? One of the single most important attributes I possess as an insurance salesperson is that I understand the Ugandan market to be a market that does not really have the perception of insurance in proper perspective. Most of us buy insurance simply because it's required by law. Those of us driving vehicles simply buy third-party stickers or comprehensive insurance because traffic officers would like to see them. But we do not understand what that particular arrangement helps you out for. So one of the things I do to even catch business is to educate the client more about the benefits and taking note of the major challenge that people do not understand insurance is to help you understand three major things. One of the things which most people are good at sharing are the benefits. But it's most important that whoever buys insurance also gets to know the exclusions and the terms and conditions, which in most cases are normally left out. And in the event of a claim, it falls within the exclusion, and then your claim is not paid. So most people tend not to explain that, and clients, this impacts negatively on the market attitude towards insurance. So in matters of insurance education is what I'm taking advantage about to be able to also win the margin in my sales space. Secondly, about recruitment. Recruitment is one of, it falls within one of my duties in the job description as a unit management consultant. One of my major roles is to recruit and train insurance sales agents. So I've recruited quite many, and I think it's quite easy for me to go back to them and say, come on, there is this opportunity for you to also take advantage of and advance your abilities. So recruitment, I have no hitch about it. You can be rest assured of my immense support in recruiting more Rotarians to Kampala Daybreak Rotary Club. There were concerns on the perception of Rotary world over. I want to say that yes, before I joined Rotary, Rotarian Onyoin is a witness. He has labored a lot to make me understand that anyone can join Rotary for as long as you are known for good conduct, you're known for discipline, and general positive attributes as an individual. So one of the major hindrances in my joining Rotary, I thought Rotary is for special people, either entrepreneurs, people with big businesses, and so on and so forth. But I was happy during the induction, I was even made to learn that even people in the village can join Rotary. We have Rotary clubs which conduct their fellowships in their local languages. That Rotary can stretch down into the communities. Rotary is meant to serve the communities. Those are values that attracted me. And as somebody who is also ambitious, I got to learn that Rotary has no segregation by boundaries or caliber, that anyone can be a moderator of a meeting to exhibit leadership skills. Anyone who is an authority in an area can be given a session to educate the team on what to educate Rotarians about the gaps in that particular area, that anyone can be a president of a Rotary club. So these were so insightful to me. And as somebody who has done international business management practices, I'm also happy to collaborate with an international organization like Rotary.
Thank you very much, Mr. Musime, William, for that. Members, our time is up, but with a very heavy heart, I see Walakira Francis Bogia. I think it will be the discretion of the president to see if we can give him the chance to ask something or say something to our inductees.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patricia Achan. And to you, my brother and my friend, Dr. Francis Walakira Bogia, Mission Green President, I will only request that in the interest of time, you're really hard pressed for time. We will try to hold foot with these inductees in our Chinesa time, and we can have a little more interaction. It is now my privilege and my honor to invite you, immediate past President Jameson Karimani, to give welcoming remarks to our inductees. I heard some of them are single, and I'm sure some of the colleagues here are saying Alhamdulillah. So, but also move a deserving vote of thanks to our moderator. IPP, you have only 30 seconds. Please take it away.
Thank you very much, Changemaker President. I am driving, but I will try to be brief. I would like to take the opportunity to welcome our sisters and brothers who have made up their mind to be part of this bigger group called Rotary. I have listened to what they have said. They have understood it very well, and I'm very sure you will enjoy the benefits of being members of this group. I do welcome you, and I wish you to enjoy Rotary as many of us are doing. To our moderator, Dr. Okiria, thank you very much for that maiden moderation in Rotary. I know you have moderated many other fora, but for Rotary, we welcome you dearly, and you have started enjoying the fruits of Rotary. So I wish all of you good time in Rotary and good health. Thank you, CMP.
Thank you very much. With no much further ado, Rotarian Irene Katende, please quickly guide us through the statistics for the day as we prepare to wind up our fellowship. Irene Katende.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, Rotarians on this call. It's really a bright morning at Kampala daybreak for listening into our prospective Rotarians who have attracted 159 participants, 59 visiting clubs, 5 guests. Our guests were Esther, Bill, William, Mbezi, and Joachim. The visiting clubs were Arasena Masuba, Kampala Alibad, Chuatule, Kampala Central, Entebbe, Kampala Morning Stars, Sonde, Bulova, Nalumunye, Chibuli, Ukoto, Ntinda, Sunrise, Mukono, Rubaga Lakeview, Seguku, Kampala South, Kampala Seven Hills, Utabika Royals, Kampala, RC Myenga, Kampala Springs, RC Makindye, RC Nansana, RC Lubowa, Kampala Impala, RC Nsanji, RC Muyenga, Makerere Rainbow, RC Chengera, Muyenga Sunday Sunset, RC Fort Portal, RC Bujiri, Inner Wheels, Kampala Central, E-Club Uganda Global, Garuga Information, Kampala Metropolitan, RC Kitante, Acacia Sunset, RC Nsanji, Bweyogerere Nambole, RC Kasangati, RC Kansanga, RC Kayunga, RC Kawempe, RC Bulindo, Bweyogerere Central, RC Najera, RC Entebbe, Kampala East, RC Nalumunye, RC Nsambya, RC Muyenga, and Sese Island. For those that have not mentioned their clubs, kindly you can put a write-up in the chat room, and your clubs will be captured.
Kajansi.
Noted.
Kampala, RC Kampala.
Thank you very much, Sergeant at
RC
Arms.
RC Rubaga. Okay, all are noted.
Thank you, friends.
Rubaga.
Thank you very much, friends. I would like to join the Sergeant at Arms to convey our sincere and humble apologies to those Rotary clubs or Rotaractors or even guests that could not have been mentioned for one reason or the other. It is our request that please do register in the chat section and be 100% guaranteed that we will recognize your attendance. So, as I invite you, Rotarian Asman, to give us the final toast, I would like to take the privilege and honor to appreciate again each and every single one of you friends. Thank you for loving Daybreak. It is a great joy to have you. But I will take special recognition to our Rotary leaders, the district governors, the DGEs, the assistant governors, the past assistant governors, and wow, to you, my comrades, Changemaker presidents, led by our own president of presidents, Changemaker President Kate. What a joy it is to have over 20 of you with us this morning. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless you as you love Daybreak. Rotarian Asman Baguma, would you kindly give us the final toast?
Thank you, President, for the wonderful fellowship we have had, for our new inductees who are joining our club. I give you Rotary International.
Rotary the world over.
Thank you, friends. Again.
Rotary is over.
And make you
The Rotary is over.
Good morning.
Hey, Rotary
is over.
Rotary over.
Rotary the world.
Baby Rosemary abaddeyo.
Abantu 40 okuweza bibiri era 2
Interesting.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you, Wax. Have a nice one.
Wax, are you going to work or you're not working?
But Wax, did you hear the announcement that they are singles?
No, Wax double.
Wax went double.
I work with,
and that's
I work in the Ministry of Work, so I'm working.
Wax, I'm also missing you. Wax,
I miss you too, sir. I miss you too. As an acting salongo, I'll exercise my right.
the governor of Kivu
But Asmad
province.
has got the team.
Good morning, my IPP, Jameson. How are you? And my neighbor here at High Court.
I'm very well. Thank you. How are you?
Kale, drive safe, drive safe.
Thank you.
Kale.
IPP Jameson, how are you? Okobotia.
And you?
Yes.
Can I visit you?
Of course. Oh, on the other things.
Yes.
Yes. You can come.
Over all
Okay.
these things.
That's between me and Bogia. No, he does good coffee. If you're interested, I can. He can bring for you as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I will come there tomorrow.
Kale, bring one pack.
Okay.
Kale.
Thank you.
Mjakusasulira karango.
Akarango tuli mu kimeza.
Rebecca lero toli ku bypass.
Rebecca,
we talk about networking.
Jaja mzungu yamulese.
Ani Rebecca?
Achali mu Lubigi.
Achali
mu Lubigi.
Susan.
Rotarian Siona, I didn't see you at the cancer run aerobics, though I came late. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes. Were you available?